So now I will just give a walkthrough of what the new dashboard Dynamics 365 has given us, and how we can configure the agent, and where the agent module is there in the Dynamics 365. Let's just have a walkthrough. So whatever that you are seeing on the screen is, this is the new dashboard we have right now. The old one is there actually, but we can just configure to the new dashboard. So if you can see, there are multiple work items for reviewing and sending up follow-up emails. So these are the main agents of Supplier Communication Agent. So if you see the right hand screen, so you can see that there are some purchase order follow-ups. I'm actually using this. So I have an inbound and outbound communication happening through Supplier Communication Agent. So it's also giving me the estimation of the time it has saved for me. It is working for me actually. So if you see the view activity here, every time our agent is triggered, every time our agent is going to take some action, so those kind of activities, I can come here, I can see the view history. So it's not only about Supplier Communication Agent, whatever agent you are configuring in this system, you can just come back, see in this screen. It's just like a browser history. Whenever it's triggered, you can see the history. You can also have so many different filters. You can apply these filters and see that. When you go back, so there we can see the agents option. So here I mainly have two different options. One is for manage, one is for library. If I go to inside the library, so Microsoft has given us the template to configure the agents. So there are mainly two different templates for Supplier Communication Agent. So as I said, there is one for follow-up, one for reading the mail from the vendors. So let's select one, go inside it. Let's see what is the template is. So as you can see there, as I said, there are two different options. Either I can ask my agent to draft a mail, and I will come in between, see the mail, and I'm going to send that. Because as we are dealing with the finance data, I just wanted to make sure it's not going to take any action. So I'm going to take the action at the end, but until then, my agent is going to do it for me. I'm going to set the sender address here. Then if you come, there is two different options we have right now. So one is for the delayed purchase orders and one is for unconfirmed purchase orders. So I can configure it according to my business requirement. There is also another option. One is purchase order, one is vendor. So what is going to happen here is, for every purchase order, I can send out a mail, or if I wanted to send all the purchase orders against a vendor. Suppose one vendor is handling 10 different purchase orders. So I can send, instead of sending 10 different mails, I can send one mail including all those 10 purchase orders for that vendor. Then if you come to set the tone of the email, I can have a formal, casual, and the urgency mode. Everything I have the options here. Then coming to the fields, here I have the fields from purchase order header lines. So I can or select like check or uncheck according to my need. Then coming to the criteria, this is the main thing we have. So criteria is like a condition where I'm going to ask my agent, whenever this condition is met, bring all those purchase orders to the dashboard and for take some actions. So we can just play with this. We can set whatever conditions we want. So Dynamics has given already three different conditions. We can either eliminate it and add the new condition here. We have different fields here. These are the different fields we can select. Next thing is the operator. I have different operator and with the value. So with this condition, I just make sure these conditions are met so that the purchase order is brought to the dashboard. So once I click on the activate button, so this agent will be activated. So it occurs every 6 hours. So there's a batch job. I can just go and select the reoccurrence set to 1 minute or 10 minutes. That thing also I can do. But if you see, the standard one is every 6 hours, this agent is run and it picks all the purchase orders and it brings to the dashboard. The same thing goes for the delayed also. So if you see the review email from vendors, this is another agent. If we go inside, we have configured one mailbox for this. So this mailbox we have configured. So I can select any vendor or specific vendors. Whenever that vendor emails comes to my mailbox, this agent is going to take that mail, read it, analyze it, bring out the key insights, and it brings to the dashboard. So this is one of the navigation we can go with. So these are the configured agents we have, and this is the templates we have. So there is also another navigation. If you come to the module sections, we have a new agent module here. So same thing, we can go to the agent and the agent activity history page. When you come down, the supplier communication agent mainly resides inside procurement and sourcing. If you can see there, we have two different options, one for follow-ups and another for email and from vendors. So if we go inside, so this is the main thing. I have configured one for unconfirmed and one for delayed one. So this is the dashboard I was actually referring previously. So I can just come inside, I can view this. So I can just handle all the changes, everything. I will just apply those changes and it will go and mark against purchase order. I don't have to go and manually change the purchase orders. So if you come to the another option, email from vendors, so this is another dashboard where all the vendor mails are it comes here. As you can see, there are different suggestions. Agent is going to provide this. Even I can ignore it or apply the suggestions. So this is the basic demo of the AI agents or supplier communication agent in D365.
Okay. So on top of this, right, as I told you, this is like agents usually configure that we'll be able to configure this only on the kind of tier two environments on sandbox environment. Okay, so on low level environments, it won't be applicable. Okay. And we have other upcoming use cases actually. So this is what we have planned to start it first actually. Then slowly we will be going to see about the use cases, business use cases, how it affects the supplier communication agent. So how the inbound and outbound things works on this supplier communication agent in the upcoming session. So we have break this into multiple parts. So this session is completely about how it is been in Dynamics 365 and then like what it can be make use of it, how the architecture is being designed for specifically for the supplier communication agent and what and all the capabilities which supplier agent can perform. This is what about this. And the upcoming sessions will be about the exact business scenario, the business challenges in real time, the organization faces about that how it will be able to resolve with the use cases in the dynamic finance and operation using a supplier agent. We will be taking it up in the upcoming sessions. That's it. So I'll just leave it to you guys to ask any questions if it is about that. Just give me a minute. Let me enable the mic for you guys.
Hey, hi guys. Thank you for this wonderful session. This is Rahul Sharma.
Yeah, hi, Rahul. Yeah.
Hey, I have a one question actually. Do I need to enable this or this is like automatically enabled in my system?
So you have to go to the there is a configuration actually in the three different parts. You have to go for Power Apps. You have to enable certain flows. If you go to the Dynamics Finance, you have different in the feature management. You have to enable the Immersive Home and Supplier whatever the agent. Right now, as we are speaking about Supplier Communication Agent, you have to enable that. And again, if you come to the Power Platform Admin Center. So we have created one environment, sandbox environment. We have to install certain apps and we have to configure certain things. Actually, configuration is we have to do in 3 different ways.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rahul, like we have a certain configurations which needs to be performed in all the 3 areas. As we told you, this is not a direct finance and operation, like as my colleague told you, right? So based on the combinations, it needs to be configured. That is a kind of like a big setup. We need to make it up and then to run this supplier communication agent. Else you will not be able to see that specific module. And we have the feature management also add on to be enabled for the supplier communication agent. So there are like 4 or 5 combinations are there that needs to be configured.
Okay. So, like how we are going to do it? If I wanted to apply it in my system, then would you like guys provide me something like SOP kind of thing, or do I need to do R&D or something on that so we can figure it out by
So
hand?
based on this request, right, maybe like we have the upcoming session, as I told you, we will be going ahead and running the business use case for next 2, 3, part 2, part 3, we have a plan. So once that has been done, right, based on the request which has been taken, right, we can take one more sessions after the completion of this actually. Because if we start with that, right, like we may face a lot of issues and problems will be there. That is the reason why we didn't go with that. Once after it is done, we directly uh, got into this demo. So maybe like your request, we will have it. You can explore it actually. So if any of the questions or something is there, let me see, let me try to have a common email account. So where you can drop out a message or you can reach out to us where we can provide you some clarifications on those things.
Perfect. That will be perfect. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks, Rahul. Yeah. So Narayanan, yeah, you have raised your hand. Please go ahead. Are we audible? We couldn't hear you if you're speaking.
You can drop out a message in the chat, or we are not able to hear you.
Okay. Maybe like you can drop out message. So maybe like meanwhile, like if anyone has other, we can go with that. Yes, I think Shiva, yeah, you can go ahead.
May I know the pricing and licensing required for these agents?
Coming to the licensing, mainly we have to purchase a Copilot licensing for this, as mainly we wanted it for the flows. We have 3 different flows in the Power Apps, so we have to enable it for the inbound and outbound. That one we have to purchase it and we have to take it against our environment. So that licensing is required mainly for the inbound and outbound. So usually we prefer pay as you go. If you go for an enterprise, there is also yearly and monthly plans also. But if you want to just have a hands on it, you can take a pay as you go.
Okay, on top of this, Shiva, like as you know that this works only on the sandbox environment. First, for that, you need to have that sandbox environment licensing. That is one thing. And as Sahana told you, yeah, so usually for other things, you are not required much of licensing. I think like for Azure credits, Copilot credits, you need it. That is only for the communication, like a supplier communication agent needs to be communicating with the customers and then finance and operation, right? For that, it takes some credits. So as she told you, there are 2 options. One is like credit, monthly credits. That is like it comes around some $200 per month actually. So you get elapsed even if you're using or if you're not using, it get elapsed after the month. The credits will not get carry forward. And if you're going for the pay as you go, that would be better because each and every mail calculates that credits as per the weightage or as per the size of the email, right? The Azure credits may take in. So these are the 2 licenses which is required for this.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Audible now?
Yes, Narayan, you're
All
audible.
right, yeah. I'm sorry, I had some issues around mic. All right. Thanks. I mean, yeah, I had a few questions around One
Yeah,
is
please
that
go ahead.
with the ready-made agent, while we spoke about some emails, does it also include the attachments? So generally the invoices are POs, right? They may be an attachment PDF or Excel. So while you make some, I mean, does that agent pass the attachments and make decisions, or does it only look at the email content?
Next session, definitely we will go with the use cases. To answer your question right now, yes, it supports PDF right now. So we can just have all the, instead of sending in a mail for one single thing. So in the real time, it's not goes like a one single thing. So we can have 10 different items, unit price, everything, whatever the details you want, you can have it that PDF and you can attach that PDF and you can send it. Agent can pass to that, and based on that only it's going to provide the suggestions in the dashboard. So yes, it supports PDF.
Okay, yeah, thanks. And the other one is about on an enterprise perspective, this agent, that I mean, let's say you have users, we have different access. While you enable this agent, what implications does it have for the users? I mean, will all the users be able to use this, or is it related to any of the rules?
Can you come again? Like, actually, can you repeat
Okay,
your
let's say
question?
that for this portal, F&O portal that we are looking at, we have one admin who has the access to all the modules. The
Mhm.
other one is just the purchase manager, let's say accounts manager, finance. I mean, I'm more of the
Mhm.
functional, but then I'm more into
Mhm.
technical implementations part. So let's say that there is a functional team who's looking after the APA only, I mean, functional
Mhm.
consulting part. Now
Mhm.
the supply chain agent, will it be accessible for that functional consultant, or do we have controls to say that who can access this agent?
We have a certain role for that actually, which is provided by the standard Microsoft. So you need to assign that specific role to that user. So they will give it an access to that specific supplier agent. For supplier agent, they have some security roles for that.
Okay,
So
perfect. So
yeah, as I said earlier, during configuration, what we are doing in the admin center, we have having two different user. So one user is going to handle the agent, one is going to overlook the agent. So for both the users, what we have to do is we have to assign the roles in the admin center. Also in the Dynamics 365, there is a role called supplier agent. So we have to assign that role, and we have to give the sys admin, system administrator, everything. Only after providing those roles only we can take up certain dash in the dashboard we can apply the suggestions. Not every user will be having that permission.
all right, thank you. Thanks a lot. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think Divit, you have some questions, right?
Yeah, hi team. Thanks for the
Yeah.
session. Just one query. If I'm having a Copilot premium license, the same license will work with the Power Platform Admin Center as well to create a automated workflow, or it requires a separate license for.
No, it's like a single Copilot credits. We can use it for different agents, not only for the supplier agent. So you are having that credits. That credits can be used for different agents. It can be the for the F&O, or it may be the Power Apps, everything. It's like a single thing you can use for multiple things also.
Oh, that means if same Copilot license, I can use it for
So,
F&O.
David, to answer your question exactly, yeah, you will not be able to use the Copilot license because that is something different. This is something credits actually. So that will not be mapped with this. I understand that like Copilot license will do right now. I think Copilot license also Microsoft have restricted with a few of the things. With the existing customers, they have supporting it, but I think they have restricted for few of the customers now. It won't interact with this credits. That's something different. You need to purchase it actually because it needs that transact. You have some kind of like for an email or something, you have something like $0.01 credits. It takes that amount of thing. So it needs to go with that criteria. So it won't be applicable.
Understood. Thank you.
So any other questions from anyone? Okay. Then if you're good, we will just end this up session. So next we will go with some part 2 and part 3 sessions where we'll cover with you like some lot of business scenario use cases where we take some real-time scenarios, how a real-time business uses challenges which we are facing in real time, how we can do that automation, how the agent works, the supplier agent works, and then how it gives a communication back. We are going to see in the upcoming sessions. Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah. Nice having you guys here. Okay. Thank you. Let's see you up in the next session. Yeah.